guy.
Yeah.
So, Abby, first of all, congratulations on the deal. How does it feel to have
Thank
it
you.
sort of out there now properly?
Yeah, a weight off my shoulders. It's been something I've been so excited about sharing, and I'm just so thankful for the opportunity to work with PUMA.
Yeah. So, how's your preparations been for the World Champs? How are you feeling going
Yeah,
into it?
they've been great. I couldn't be more excited. We've really just kind of taken this prep work and treated it the similar way that we did for NCAAs and USAs, just sticking with what works.
Yeah. And how have you felt about this year? It's been a big breakthrough for you. How have things been even just over the past month or so since you won the title?
Yeah, I think it's been really special, especially since last year my outdoor season was cut short by Achilles tendonitis. So I watched a lot of these competitions on my couch, wishing I could just be out there and being able to compete. So it makes this a lot more special, just reminiscing on the journey and comparing then and now, and just being able to share all these moments with my family and coaches. Thankfully, it's all been in Eugene, so my parents have been able to be there. So yeah, really special.
So, how much more does it mean given what you have been through over the past year?
Yeah, it's last year was definitely a struggle. The rehab process was pretty long, and it was still affecting me a bit during fall training. So we didn't really even know how the season was going to go, and thankfully we got it under control, and I was able to really start running pain-free in, I would say, October and November, and just kind of took off from there. So yeah, it's been a really special journey, a hard one, but it makes these moments all that much more worth it.
What sort of moment did you know you were back, that everything was okay?
I think after I set the 300 collegiate record indoors, 300 meter one, I was kind of like, okay, I feel like myself again on the track. And after that, I think that just kind of set the tone for the rest of the season for me. It gave me a boost of confidence I needed.
Yeah, because what's it like being in the box when you're not perhaps 100% sure of how your body's going to react to?
Yeah, it's very hard mentally, just trying to push your body to go to its maximum physical, limits when you're not sure if it can handle it. So I think the mental part can be really difficult in that. Just trying to go out there and do your best, and not really knowing what the outcome might be.
Yeah, and you're in obviously one of the standout events of these championships. The competition's sort of sky high. How excited are you?
Yeah, I'm really excited. This is my first global championship, so just being able to compete with the best of the best is going to be a really big moment for me, and I'm excited to see what I can do and hopefully, walk away with a personal best knowing I gave it my all.
Yeah, and Michael Johnson made an interesting point to us not so long ago about how he feels sort of sprinters like Elaine Thompson, Shelley Ann perhaps don't quite get the credit for what they've achieved because of the the obsession with times rather than rivalries. Is that something that you would agree with, or what are your thoughts on the whether we are just too focused on the numbers?
Yeah, do you mean like right now for Worlds or just kind of in general?
Just in general, yeah.
Yeah, I think that there can be that bit of fixation in track and field just because that's what you're measured by as an athlete. You're measured by times, distances, heights, what have you. So yeah, I think there can be that fixation, but if you step back and look at what they've accomplished, it's truly incredible. And I think that sometimes people outside the sport might not understand what it really takes and what it really means to be an Olympic champion or a world champion. It's seriously so incredible, and the amount of work that goes into doing that is just surreal. And I can understand it because I'm in the sport, so I know. But I wish that everyone else could see how much work they put in to get to that moment and be so consistent at their level. It's truly incredible.
Yeah. Is there a way that the sport, do you think, could be better at getting that message across about how much is involved in you guys getting to the level?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that solution might look like, whether it's more following athletes on a day-to-day basis and kind of giving a glimpse into training or what have you. I'm not sure what that solution would look like, but that could be something.
Yeah, and what are your expectations going into these championships? What does success look like for you?
Yeah, I think to me, my goal is to be in that 200 final, and then once you have a lane, anything can happen. But really, it's been a long season, and I really just want to go into this championship with the same mindset that I have been for the past two. I've been in a good spot mentally with pressure, with races. So I really want to keep that under control and just execute my races the way we've been doing. And I think if I can do that and know that I gave it my all, I can walk away happy.
Yeah, is it possible to describe what it feels like when the 200 you have your perfect or in pursuit of the perfect race, when you know everything's working? What does that sort of feel like?
Yeah, I think to me, one of my strengths is my last 100. So I know that I'll be pretty consistent there. But to me, a good executed 200 means getting after it right from the gun, out of the blocks, and executing my blocks the same way that I would in like a 100 meter or a 60 meter race. So to me, if I can do that and then put that together with my last 100, that's what a perfect 200 means to me.
Did you say something earlier on about a Mario boost? Somebody had said to you about a Mario boost at some point? Where you press the button and it's like...
Oh, yeah. There was a joke. So I had a...
it's not called Mario boost, is it?
It's a Mario star, I guess you would say. Yeah. There was a viral video from an LSU meet where it kind of looked like I just like shifted gears halfway through, and someone had commented and said, it looks like she got a Mario Star power up halfway through the race, which I thought was hilarious.
So what's the best point to hit the Mario Star in a 200 meter race?
In a 200 meter, I think coming off that curve is when you kind of got to kick it into gear. Yeah.
And you got a background in soccer as well.
I do.
Or football, as we call it in England.
Yeah.
What's is it the dream to go into athletics, or was there a point where you would have fancied being a footballer?
Yeah. So I started playing soccer when I was 4, and then really started playing it competitively when I was about 9 years old. So from about 9 years old until 8th grade, when I started running track, that was the sole focus, was getting a soccer scholarship and seeing what I could do. But I think, as my soccer career progressed, I could see glimpses on the field of what my speed was like compared to the other athletes. And one of my strong points of my game was literally just like making runs and getting through balls. So
you must have played on the wing.
I did, yeah. I was a winger.
Left-footed or right-footed?
Right-footed. Yeah, not as good with my left, because not the best. But yeah, I think seeing those glimpses in my game, and then joining track and as an 8th grader on my middle school team, the pieces kind of started to come together that I could be pretty successful at that sport. And I think the big turning point for me when I knew that I had a real future in track and field was after my senior year high school state meet. I ran 22.7 in the 200 to win it. And I think looking at the all-time list of U.S. Girls in the 200 meter dash and seeing the names that I was surrounded with kind of put it into perspective for me that this was something that I had a real future in.
You can make more of a mark in sprinting than football.
Yeah, yeah, especially in the U.S. Yeah.
Do you have favourite players or teams?
Yeah, Mia Hamm was a big one growing up for me, and I had so she played at Ohio State. Her name was Courtney Jenkins. Growing up from me across the street, she was a D1 soccer player, and I idolized her growing up. She was at the same club that I was, and she had given me one of her old college jerseys, and I slept in it almost every night and just dreamed of playing soccer at a university level. So yeah, I think those are two big ones in the soccer world.
Sprint role models as well?
Yeah, Allison Felix is a big one for me just because of her consistency on the world stage, but also the things that she's been able to do for a woman and the lasting impact that she has made in this sport. She's leaving it a better place than she came into it, and I think that's what it's really all about.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Have you been able to pick her brains at all to talk about?
No, unfortunately I haven't gotten to meet her face to face. So hopefully at these championships it just gets a crazy with everything going on, and events are different times. So yeah. So not yet, but maybe soon.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you so much. Yeah.